Hello, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Janai, and today we're diving into a topic that will completely change how you approach your goals: boundaries and energy protection. Because you should know that manifestation is way more than just affirmations or journaling or crystals and all that cute spiritual stuff, right? It's also about who and what you allow into your space. And if you've ever felt drained, stagnant, or like your desires are taking longer than they should to show up, chances are your energy is leaking. You're letting in distractions and people who don't respect you or the woman you are currently trying to build. And we're not doing that anymore. So today I'm giving you the full blueprint on how to protect your energy, stay aligned with your vision, and manifest faster without the burnout, emotional exhaustion, or playing therapist to people who don't match your frequency. Yeah, we're going to get into that too. So let's get into it. Let me just start by saying, every time you say yes when you should have said no, or you entertain negativity, overgive, or betray your own needs, you're diluting your energy. And the universe responds to that. If your space is filled with people draining you, situations making you second guess yourself, or obligations that pull you away from your true focus, you're not in alignment. And when you're out of alignment, your manifestations don't flow. Period. Ever notice how when you set a big goal, suddenly people start asking more of you? More time, more reassurance, more access? That's not a random thing that just pops up all of a sudden. That's your subconscious trying to keep you in your protective bubble, trying to keep you from growth, and by pulling you in the same direction you've always entertained. And then it becomes a choice between protecting what you're building or letting old habits, old people, and old energy keep you stuck. So allow me to be the wake-up call today. If your boundaries aren't strong, neither is your manifestation game. Now you're probably thinking, Janai, how do I fix it? How do I keep my energy clean, focused, and protected while I'm manifesting? I'm glad you asked. It all comes down to 3 non-negotiable boundaries you must master. Number 1, boundaries with yourself. Number 2, boundaries with people. And number 3, boundaries with energy. So let me break them down for you. Before you start cutting off people or reworking your calendar, ask yourself this: are you honoring your own energy? Because a lot of people don't have a people problem, they have a self-discipline problem. Are you keeping your promises to yourself? Are you scrolling instead of creating? Are you doubting yourself so much that you start searching outside for clarity you already have? That's your energy leakage, and it's subtle, but it matters. Here's how you start protecting your energy from you. Set time limits for mindless scrolling, mute people who make you compare yourself, make little appointments for your creative times, and catch yourself when you're spiraling or overthinking and say, I trust myself. Self-boundaries are about self-trust, and without self-trust, you'll always look outside of you for validation, which means your energy stays scattered and your manifestation stays stagnant. Let's talk about this one. Not everyone deserves access to you, and that is very necessary for you to understand. You're not a 24/7 motivational speaker or a life coach for your group chat, or the strong one just because other people don't know how to carry their own weight. Some of y'all are so emotionally available for others that there's nothing left for yourself. That has to stop. Like, imagine you are a big pool of water, and every time someone is thirsty, you give them a scoop of your water, and you keep doing that for different people over and over and over and over and over, and then you want a drink of water because now you're thirsty, and then you realize you're completely dry of energy, dry of life, etc., etc. It has to stop. It has to stop. Let's stop normalizing that, and let's start normalizing not answering messages immediately. You are not required to be accessible at all times. You are allowed to see a message, breathe, respond when you have the energy, and respond with love, not from obligation or pressure. That's emotional maturity. And let's face it, a lot of people don't have it. And that's sad. Another thing we need to normalize: saying no without over-explaining. This has to be my personal favorite. I love telling people, no, I don't feel like that shit today. Because once upon a time, I didn't feel like I could say it. I thought I just had to justify it or prove I was still a good person. Now? No. Just no. No thanks, I'm not available. That doesn't feel aligned for me right now. I'm choosing rest today. You don't owe anybody a spreadsheet or a story just to protect your peace. And let me be clear, people who respect you don't need a full explanation. People who don't respect you, they'll get exposed the second you stop overgiving. And personally, I prefer to be around people who respect me. Another thing we also need to normalize is prioritizing without guilt. Choosing rest is not laziness. Choosing joy over suffering is not selfish. Choosing you doesn't make you a bad friend or a bad daughter or parent or partner or human in general. Start checking in with yourself before you start checking on others. Put yourself at the top of your own to-do list. Fill your own cup before you fill others. Because when you're full, your manifestations move faster. Not because you're doing more, but because you're in flow. This is the invisible layer of boundary setting that most people skip. Your mental diet, as some would say. What are you feeding your mind? What are you consuming without even realizing it? If your daily intake includes gossip or fear-based content or people venting to you 24/7, even your own limiting self-talk, then you're clogging your manifestation channel with a bunch of junk. So here is how you detox it. Clean your space. Messy environments create mental chaos. Number 2, curate your feed. Stop following people who drain you or distract you or make you feel negative feelings. If you feel like you're constantly comparing yourself to other people, then you might need to just drop them because there's no reason for you to have them in your space if all you feel is negativity when you turn on social media. Me personally, I've curated my feed to perfection. When I tell you right now, when I turn on social media, I am nothing but happy, inspired, and just joyful when I leave. That's how your feed should make you feel. Number 3, choose one daily affirmation and repeat it every time your mind spirals. One that I personally use for my business is, I am not behind, I am building. I had to teach myself that when I had people on my feed that were making me compare myself. So, there you go. Protect your mind like your dream depends on it, because it does. This is about being unavailable for energy that doesn't match the life you're calling in. Boundaries are all about being clear. Clear on who you are, clear on where you're going, and clear on what you're no longer available for. So the next time someone crosses your boundaries, just remember, you're not being dramatic. You're being very deliberate about what you're choosing to let into your space. And every time you protect your energy, the universe takes it as a sign as, oh, she's serious now. Anyways, that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments what's one boundary you're working on this week. And if this episode helped you shift your mindset, share it with another high-value woman who needs this reminder. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!